A new study of American work habits shows that Americans don't take enough vacation time. An Oxford economic analysis done this year notes that in America, the only developed country that doesn't have mandated vacation time off from work, workers, when given vacation time, most often don't even use it. Now, this study shows that 4 out of 10 Americans that get vacation time, they don't use them, they stockpile them. They leave about an average of 8 unused vacation days. Now, that's around okay, so get this is a crazy number. That's around 429 million days of unused vacation days a year when you add up everyone's stockpiled vacation days in the entire United States. That's amazing. Now, you think that would be good for corporations, right? As the more you're at the office and the more you're at work, the more you get done, right? Well, according to managers, HR professionals, and behavioral economists, some time off actually makes you more productive. Like you take some time off, you come back, you're refreshed, you're ready to go. Makes sense. Also, it makes you happier and healthier, but obviously most companies don't give a shit about those. But there are some more interesting facts from other studies. Now, in the United States, 85.8% of men and 66.5% of women work more than 40 hours a week. That's amazing. According to the International Labor Organization, Americans work 137 more hours per year than Japanese workers, 260 more hours per year than British workers, and 499 more hours per year than French workers. Look at them lazy French people. America's number one. We're number one. Now, the BLS data showed that since 1950, American work productivity has increased by 400%. So by that estimate, if Americans worked 11 hours per week at today's level of productivity, getting shit done, that should allow you to have the same standard of living of that of a full-time worker from the 1950s, just based on productivity alone. Now, another way to look at that is if our standard of living should be about 4 times higher than someone living in the 1950s. Now, obviously, that hasn't happened, right? Oh, but look, corporations are the richest they've ever been. And income inequality, super high. Rich are getting richer. Obviously, we've all stayed the same. So, anyway, that point aside, Americans are skipping vacations, right? Working longer and longer hours, and are more productive than any other country. So basically, Americans are workaholics that don't really see much fruit for their labor. Now, a 2013 study found that for those who work more than 47 hours a week, those 5 extra hours, correlate with a 1% increase in yearly wages. Now, there was an amazing experiment done that showed that overworking could be more common when it comes to even better paying jobs. Now, this experiment was led by University of Chicago Business School professor Christopher C. Now, in a lab, students could earn chocolates by listening to noises, right? Kind of a strange experiment. Or they could relax and listen to music. Now, the catch is that they could only eat the chocolate when they relaxed. They couldn't bring it home with them. Okay, so you had to eat it while you were there and only while you were relaxing. So C found that the subjects had an irrational tendency to earn far more chocolate than they gave themselves time to eat. They essentially hoarded. And as their pay rate went up, okay, as they got more and more chocolates, in the form, if they got more and more chocolates, right, they worked even harder to get more and more chocolates. Okay. So, according to C, he says that this demonstrates a behavioral tendency towards over-earning and mindless accumulation. It's basically people working their asses off in pursuit of money they'll never be able to enjoy. Now, I thought that this was pretty fascinating, but I want to get your guys' thoughts on this. What do you think, about the whole vacation thing, about the experiment? What do you guys think? Do you think Americans should get more vacation days or take more vacation? Or why do you think that we don't? take
Well,
vacation days
I
seriously.
I want to get in on this first, but like it's just like American culture. A lot of it is we're like workaholics. We stockpile our vacation days, as Jeff said, instead of reloading like we should have. We should, take that time off. But it's it's just like
Sean,
it's really something.
stop
It's
it.
really something like that's uniquely American because a lot of people when they take vacation, like I know some people in my family have actually showed up to work and they said, no, you're actually on vacation today. Like they don't even go anywhere when they do take the time off. So and also stockpiling vacation days goes towards that mindless accumulation because in a lot of places when you retire, you get those days added to your pay, right? Like especially in public sector work, like if you retire, those vacation days go into your like final like compensation and all that. So like it's just an American thing, and the French are obviously lazy bastards, right? They sit around drinking wine all day. Like there's a reason we changed French fries to freedom fries. There's a reason Jordan left because he wanted to legally change his last name from French to freedom. That's totally truthful. Like it's just we're wired or not we're wired. We're like culturally we want to work harder, and it's like a lot of it's a male thing, like because 85% of men compared to like 60 something percent of women. But like women are getting that way too because like it's just the way we tend to be in America. Like we work hard and then we don't remember why we were working hard. Like we're supposed to work hard to buy things and have experiences like vacations, but we don't do that.
All right, so outside perspective, Nick, Canada, give us a Canadian perspective on how insane we are.
You guys really need some fucking vacation time. Holy crap. Like, my God.
Fuck yes.
It's like we have, last time I checked, we have laws up here that say at most 40 hours a week, and there are a lot of companies who, if you go over, you get time and a half. But there's a lot of them who, if you go over, they won't pay you because they're like, no, we told you 40 hours a week. You're not working right now anymore. Beyond that, we're not letting you because we don't want to pay for more. Period. So I figured you have time and a half, Sean, but it appears a lot of places don't follow it too much, or the income is so low that time and a half is almost meaningless for some people. But you guys really need some vacation time. Holy crap! Like, man. I mean, granted, we're Canada up here. We're nothing like the French or the Europeans are, who have fantastic vacation hours. Oh man, I would love for vacation hours like that. Mm-hmm. Especially being in some of the places that they're in. Oh, to relax there. Oh man, take me away. But jeez, you guys really need to relax a bit.
I'll agree with Sean. This is a unique American thing. This goes back to the American exceptionalism idea. Like, okay, so you're supposed to work hard. You're supposed to work hard so you can reap that reward. Oh, by the way, it's that endless maze that you have to keep on running. Oh, by the way, there's stuff over here. There's stuff over here. You got to buy this. You got to keep up with the Joneses. You got to make more money. You got to work harder. You got to keep going on that treadmill. Because what we have now, especially, and it's true especially nowadays, we don't make anything here. We're a consumer-driven society. As Dan Spearman loves to point out, we're the
if I may, that's
economy.
the thing. But that's the thing. That's the thing there. That's what I actually think this is. I don't think it's just that you work hard and that's it. I think there was a point in time where the goal of working hard ceased to be vacation time and seeing things, and it became about the accumulation of goods, and that was why money was saved up, was to accumulate luxuries. The automobile is a fantastic example where before it wasn't the basis of a thriving economy. Now it's every family should have their own vehicle so that they can drive to work and crap. And public transit's like for those who struggle or those who are working class who can't afford a car. It's the staple of a middle class economy. That used to be the luxury item. Now it's the staple. This is what I think has really happened your vacation time. You stopped caring about it, and instead you started trying to accumulate luxuries, but it's gone to the point where they're not luxuries anymore. They've become necessities for the function of the economy.
See that's an amazing point. We're like suffering from our own like status as the top dog, like the first world nation, right? It's sort of like we're a victim of our own success in a way as a country. and as a society. That's
The,
amazing.
the amazing thing about this is this isn't like somebody who works at like Mickey D's or White Castle or one of these fast food joints that doesn't get vacation days and they feel overworked. This is people leaving days on the table, not taking their days because they don't want to go on vacation. Like if we had like compulsory like vacation in this country, like I think maybe every other Western country has or most of them, whatever. Like people would be pissed off. Like there's
No, no,
certain
no, no. Look, no. Look at the reasons that people actually like keep putting in more hours because competition at the jobs, especially at decent jobs for pay raises and you know promotions, it's cutthroat. So you want to put in as much time as you can to try and suck up, kiss up to make sure that you get that benefit that you beat, Bob over in the next cubicle who's gunning for that manager job or whatever.
but also like time and a half is a huge incentive for people to work longer. Like that's a big increase for like I don't care like if you're on the lower end or the higher end, like you're multiplying your wage by 1.5. Like that is a huge incentive. There's a reason when you go to work in most places in this country that it's not that they delegate overtime to you. They say, hey, I need you to work this extra amount of time. It's people compete over overtime, like hours. Like they say, I want to work that overtime, and you get it usually based on seniority. So we compete.
But this is also the thing too. That attitude is rewarded. That attitude is what gets rewarded. Is those who stay behind for a time and a half, and it's not wrong in a sense because it shows a conviction and a determination to do the job. It means there's a chance that these people want to stay with the work, that they're willing to put in the time and above and beyond. It looks good. Don't get me wrong, and penalizing that's bad. The problem is it's gotten to the point where that seems to be almost like the norm.
It's like an inherent thing in America. Like we work hard. A lot of people are just love working. Like they work. They don't even remember the reasons why they work anymore. So like, it's partly America, it's partly like our just culture, and it's partly fear. Like a lot of people are afraid to take a vacation and come back and find out that they're not needed anymore, and then lose their job. So like, it's a mixture of a bunch of different things.